Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Plans. I am Laura, and today I am going to be working on showing you how I decorate my week of meal tracking pages. So what I have here are some Libby and Lou Sticker Co. breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert labels. These are awesome. I love Libby and Lou if you want some good priced, good stickers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip back here to January. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the month and the first week. And yes, I know the numbers are all wonky. That is because I don't care. I will show you what I am doing with that in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do is I do not use the calendar. So the other side is missing. This is the Homeschool planner. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two pages together. I'm not going to white anything out. It doesn't really show through very much once I start adding all of the stuff that I'm going to add on to my page. You're not going to be able to see any of it. I don't know if everybody does this. I'm out. I like to, actually I have a Tombow over here I would like to use up. Sorry about my chair. It is the most annoying sounding chair, but it is so comfortable. It's like a very old school wooden roller chair that I am in love with. All right, so I'll make sure I have this the right way. I don't know if you do this, but when you are gluing pages together, I think it is a genius idea to go down these little guys and then to go right next to this. That's the part that falls apart the most for me when I am planning. And it's very frustrating when I'm flipping pages. Maybe I'm far too into it, but this is, you know, something that I look at a lot. So I do like it to stick together. I go back and look at them. I like it to be sturdy, I guess. I don't know the terminology for what I'm trying to think of, but in my head, it all makes sense. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two pages together. I always start from here and work my way over because I have discovered sometimes they just don't line up. See, right there, I already did what I tried to put tape on to avoid. I hate when that happens. It drives me bonkers. And I don't think I can squeeze a tiny bit of tape in there. Oh, actually I did. Yeah. Okay. And then sometimes you get a little bit in the middle. And I have fake nails. Maybe it's just easier for me, but I just kind of run my nails right through so it doesn't get all over my discs. But here's my front cover. Still a little loop down here, but this all lined up right. So that's kind of my point. You could trim that off if it really bothers you. Okay. Here is this lovely lady. So let me show you my page from, this is my last page of December. I ended up gluing it into January and then realizing I don't like that. I don't want it like that. I loved doing this up here. So I do think I'm going to continue that. Let me find my whiteout. It's kind of a mess in here. Okay. I do use my whiteout and I go in and I will white out pretty much everything, which might seem like a waste. I don't have labels that are going to cover this, like the Blockout Technology labels that they have that have that grayish background that will cover everything and you won't see through them. If you buy those mailing labels, hey, power to you. I don't have that going on in my life over here. So I am using just regular printable labels that I use when I make my own stickers. And I will just put that right on top. So I have a nice clean slate and I don't have all the whiteout showing through. And I do butt it right up to the line. And I try to just do something. So if you look at this one, the label cut off like right about here. But because of this sticker going all the way down, it was very hard to kind of see that my label stopped. This label went all the way up, but again, with all my stuff there, hard to see. So I'm going to take one of my clear labels and my trimmer here, and I'm going to trim just because the outside is rounded. I'm going to trim off the rounded part. Don't need that in life. Sorry for the snottiness. I don't know what my deal is. Mucinex and I have been getting along for the last 24 hours, which is kind of nice because I was taking Sudafed and that stuff is a joke. So, and nobody will prescribe you any medication right now unless you are like full on dying. And I'm sleeping, so that's all that in my world matters. All right, so I've cut the strip. The strip should fit right here perfectly, leaving just a little bit of, really no room, but I should be able to still see that black line. So what I do is I will peel it off. And I will start. My goal is to have more at the bottom than the top. If it's going to come up short at all, I want it short on the top, not on the bottom. Don't pull the label too tight because you will get wrinkling on your page. Now this page, probably not, because of the fact that I've already adhered it to the divider, and the divider is already pretty thick. So I probably won't get it there, but perfectly flat on there. I've got it all covered up. And the little bitty part that does not go all the way up to the top, that will get covered by some washi, because I absolutely loved this little design here and decorating here. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of repeat that with kind of a New Year's-y theme. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I think I want to do, I like pinks, blacks, and golds maybe for my New Year's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my washi and I'm going to plop out some of those colors. So I think I like to have a good variety. I think it's easier to, I think this is the same color. I like to have a couple solids. I like to have some sparklies. I like to have some, you know, designers. So here are some, and I don't really know if many more of these are ones that I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those back in there. Let's see, this guy. I can hear really loud banging right now, and I don't know where that's coming from. I think I might take that white and gold. See, the black polka dot I like, I just don't know. So I'm gonna put it here. And I don't know why I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so let's throw that in there. And then I got one more drawer over here that has this really cute one in there. I'm gonna take that, and here's another pink. I'm gonna take that. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speed through. Actually, let me do a couple, and then I'll speed through the rest of it. So what I do is I tear off a little piece, and I will go ahead and I will pick. Actually, that's not the best one to start with. Let's start with black. Okay, let me do that. So what I will do is I will rip off. Usually in the ends, I go a little further down. You see on my December one, I go down a lot further than I will up here. So that's why that piece was not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of a longer piece here. Tear it. You can flag it if you're more of like a flagged person. I don't quite care. I will then go as best as I can to line up right there, push it down. I will kind of taper up here a little bit, maybe go up and down and just then taper up. And I will go all the way across until I fill in the entire top, both sides of my 2022 January first week. Actually, this is really like the last week of December. That's another one. I tore it too short. Okay, well, you know, let's go to gold. And I might run out of gold because I have been using gold like crazy for Christmas. All right, let's tear it a little longer. All right, that might already be gone. It's not sticking at all. Did I already use it? Aha, look at that. Didn't even make it. Here's like a tutorial on what not to do, I swear. I'm just pulling all the wrong stuff. This one doesn't look like it has much either. Okay, well, it's got enough to at least do this row, and then I can fast forward so I don't have a movie. I just have a video. All right, so I line them right up, butt them up, push it down, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fast forward and show you how I will decorate that all the way across. All right, so I do have the rest of the pieces up. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim off the extra at the top. Super easy with washi. It cuts real easily. And then I'm going to trim. I have a little bit extra. I struggled at the end. I was going in order. When I got to the end here where I would have had gold, I realized I would have had to have put the gold and then put like the tiniest little sliver of a different piece. Sliverest? Just say sliverest. The tiniest little bit of another piece, and it would have really have just been a waste. So I just skipped and went to the next color. So I have my We Are Memory Keepers punch here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip. And this is perfect for just cutting out one little guy, one or two, without having to pull out the big punch, because if you have a big punch, you know that does not line up very well. It always jacks my whole ordeal up. So this is not both sides, this is just one. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to finish working on this one side. So what I have now is my little checklist. And what I do is I will go ahead and line it up. And I will put a line, and I have washi here, so I'm going to kind of go really light, but I will do a line to mark out where I could put my, let me see if you can see it a little better, where I can put my date and then the letter for the day of the week. So I'm going to go through and mark that off on all of my days here. Because remember, I took it off the top, so now I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So now I have to go in and label these. So I just do 3 little lines. 3 little lines. Okay. Makes it a lot easier when I put my stickers in. If you're not a like redonkulous perfectionist, I get that crap from my mom's side of the family. Just most ignorant things I have to have perfect. When I was in school, random fact, when I was in school, and that's how I just space this out. That way it looks more like it belongs. When I was in high school, college, both really screwed me over big time. I probably should have gone to therapy for them. But if I was like writing a paper, 27th is where we're going to start. If I was writing like a paper for a class, and let's just say I write a 10-page paper and mess up on the very last like letter of the very last word on the very last page, I would have had to have rewritten the entire 10-page paper from start to finish, because if I would have just rewritten that last page, I would have, nobody else would have, but I would have noticed the difference in my penmanship. And it would have bothered me to the point where I just wouldn't turn it in. And like, it would really literally, oh, that one's missing part of the 30. Oh, let's get a different one. It would literally just drive me bonkers. So I would, what the hell? That's the second one. I need the bottom. Can't just have a partial 3. Criminy. That's probably going to be a great day. That's where we're headed already. I would have to rewrite the whole thing. So I just kind of got to the point, and that was probably around high school when I learned I'm just going to have to rewrite the whole freaking paper if I mess up on one tiny little thing. It was so annoying, so frustrating. It's always been a problem. I have the problem still till this day. I don't know if it's an OCD, if it's just, you know, a perfectionist type thing. I can't Wow, these are not cut well. If I don't, if I will redo my planner pages like over and over and over again. It's just kind of what I do. It's frustrating to have to redo the same thing. If I make one little mistake that I do not like, it's a restart on all fronts. And it's very frustrating because it's not something I want to do. I don't like to blow money on, you know, stuff that's not anything. I mean, if I'm to throw it away in the end, it just seems stupid. But so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just putting MTW and going down, but I'm gonna go ahead and, since this is New Year's, I'm just gonna try to make them a little scrolly. So maybe my M, my T. Okay, that W's wonky as all get out. Let me fix that one. Friday. And this, folks, is why you do everything in pencil first in my world, because then I can erase it and fix it. All right, so there is something sticky there. Okay, so there's that. So now I have my whole sidebar here, and I do like to decorate this sidebar. And I can't put these away yet because I need them for the other half. So let me get my labels, though. I can go ahead and put those in. So I usually just pick the color. I don't need snack yet because it's on the other half. So I'm just going to pick one that goes best. I really kind of like this one, even though it's super pale. I kind of like that one. And then I just try to put it up just enough that I could still see some of the washi peeking through the bottom. So let's grab lunch and dinner. Maybe. Okay. Throw my lunch right here. Lunch is typically the same every day. I usually don't eat breakfast, but I throw it in here just in case. Some days, you know, I might grab coffee or protein shake. So it's still nice to have it there. I may even grab, like, if I wake up super, you know, with that hungry, achy feeling, I might grab like a piece of, or like a scoop of peanut butter or something on the way out the door. So I still leave it in there. There are some weeks where, you know, you may be on medication, you might have something different going on that changes it, so you want to always have it just in case. All right, so this is a Papermate Flare in black, and I'm just going to go ahead and give my letters a tracing here. Let's redo this W so it's not so weird. And the Friday, Saturday, I can't believe we're coming up on 2022. How like ridiculous. And then after that dries for a little bit, I'll erase all of that. So now what I want to do is I want to add a little something over here. So with it being New Year's, I kind of wanted to do something for, let me see, I was looking for that scrap. Oh, dropped the whole paper. I was looking for my label piece. Oh God, noisy chair. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sketch out Mary Ellen on Planning with Bumble did a spread that I really think I want to, I'm gonna say copy, because I mean, inspiration or not, I loved the spread where she drew in her little champagne glasses and then did her spread arc around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in pencil here a very tall little flute, and I am going to go around it. However, my line going down will probably be a crooked piece, so let's go ahead and just use that to go down on both sides with a nice stem, and then we'll do the base of the glass. And again, pencil first is amazing. Okay, then what I think I'm going to use, if I have one anywhere near me, is a micron. This is super skinny. This is a 1, I think it's 1. I don't know if it's 0.1. Let me see. This is a 0.25. So this is like stupid fine, and it is a 1. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace just the glass. And this marker is going to not smear when I color in. I think she colored hers in with colored pencil, if I'm correct. I don't remember. I'm not sure yet. I may use marker, I may use colored pencil, but I'm not even gonna put the juice in there yet. The mommy grape juice. I'm just gonna go down, draw in my stem. Oh, hello wonky marker. Now I've got a weird double line. Okay. Then I'm gonna do, oh, this one might have pushed down a little too hard on him lately. Okay, so I'm gonna go through there. I don't mind if it's thicker, it doesn't bother me at all. Maybe I'll retrace this whole side just to make that line not look so bad. Oh yeah, I made it worse. That's what we do. So I think what I'm gonna do is put it here. So let's go ahead and cut it out. And I would fast forward through this, but I'm not worried about it. It's not gonna take all that long. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna trim around it, leaving just a small bit of white paper still. Oh, and my washi stuck to it. Okay, so let me get some washi off my scissors. What do you need?
I'm gonna go play outside because those girls are outside.
Okay, have fun. Please be careful because I know you're gonna be using that hoverboard.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim around. Again, I'm just leaving a little bit of white, and that's just more so I have my nice, it looks more like a sticker. I feel this is on the same label paper I just used to do that, to do this part here. So same paper, it'll be the same color, it'll slide right on, you know, all the things. All right, so let me go down over here, and I will erase my pencil lines later. See how many more people can bother me. Okay. All right, so I will figure out where I want to lay it. And I don't mind it being really close to my numbers. And I'm putting it here so it's going to cover up that part where that paper changes. Okay, so that's kind of where I think I want it. So what I do is I peel back just a little bit of the top of the glass here. So I have the little tab over here that I can pull out in a minute. I'm going to start at the bottom and right where I want it and let it drop. Okay. There we go. Now, I'll use my eraser to clean it up. And I can erase around my numbers. I can erase anywhere now because it should be pretty good. I do have it coming off of my planner page just a little bit, so I do need to get that. So now I'm going to go through because my Flair pen should be pretty good. Should be dry by now. And I'm just going right over the stickers. And you go around them. Nothing ever happens when I do, so I'm fine with going right on top. Okay, now that I've got all that, everything's erased, everything's pushed down, I'm gonna flip it over, cut just that tiny little bit off from that cup. And now my glass is tipped in. There's still some pencil there. Okay, there's still some pencil here and here. Okay, so there we go. All right. So there is my little flute. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and figure out the liquid. So the liquid would kind of be tipped a little since the glass is tipped. It also doesn't go all the way to the end of your glass. It is going to have just a small gap, very small gap between the end of the liquid, end of the liquid and the line of the glass. So I'm going to go ahead and curve down and around. It probably should also kind of dip down just a little bit there, but I mean, really picky if you want to go that route. All right, so back to my 0.25. And I'm going to go down and around. I don't even know if my head's in the camera. I'm sorry. I'm going to go down and around. I'm one of those people that has to be like all up on their page. I can't see for my life anyway. My prescription is like legally blind if I don't have contacts in. So if you feel me, you know. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to add some little bubbles. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and doodle in a couple little circles. Now, usually when you pour in champagne, it's usually a little bubblier towards the bottom, and then they kind of flare out, you know, and rise. So just a couple, just, you know, champagne. Now we know what it is. We know what's in there. Mummy juice. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some sparkly, let me see, because I have books. So what I do, again, squeaky chair, I have books that I put my spare stickers in. So I'm going to go over here to the very back is where I kind of have my sparkly, and I think I'm going to make my juice pink just because it matches the rest of the planner. Now I have these here, which are just little like gold bubbles, but I also have these pink star ones. So I don't know. Ooh. All right, we got lots of different ones here. So we have rose gold, we have gold. Okay, so let's see. I don't really know. I think that's it. Okay, so I don't know whether to do these or to do these. Let's peel off. Here's the downside to these books. As I was so excited when I started these, and then oh, actually, this one might be better. I realized that they're just really not that bright of an idea. It was smart in my head when I started it. It was just like dumb as heck. Okay, so if I do that, then that gives me some pink. Little stars and sparkles, little pops there. I just don't know if I like that. I don't know. Is that weird that I just don't know? I mean, it's cute. Maybe if that was colored, it would help me decide. I don't know. I kind of wanted to also throw in maybe like some confetti and like a little quote. So I think it'll be okay. Yeah, let's push it down. All right, let me use, when you use these clear stickers, if you use something to really push it down, they not only are going to adhere to that paper, but you're going to barely see the line from the sticker. It just kind of really solidifies it to that paper. All right, so I have, let's see, I have some colors up here. So I have my Tombow. I don't know if I want it to be a Tombow though. I had a Crayola Tips, but I think it was a little too orangey. So yeah, this is a little bit more of a pink. Let's go ahead and we're gonna color vertically first. Oh, I never erased my pencil, did I? Oh, that'll muddy up my marker here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and color it in vertically or up and down. And then up here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just quickly swirl on. All right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come back in the other way. So horizontally to crisscross over that Tombow marker. And you can do it when it's dry or you can do it when it's still wet. I prefer wet on wet. I feel like it kind of blends in a little better to itself and leaves less streakiness, but that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I don't know if this tips. So what I wanted to do was kind of add a little bit of a shadow. That'll work. Just a little ring. Not much. This is just a little bit of a darker Crayola Super Tip. And I could even color in part of this top. You could color in the bubbles. Honestly, I kind of like this color a little better than the lighter one, even though I'm sure the lighter one makes way more sense. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the bubbles and fill in my little bottle. All right, so back in this lovely homemade sticker album here, I have tons of quotes. So what I want to do is I want something New Year's inspiration. Pop Clink Fizz would be gorgeous, but I think that's going to go on my regular planner. I don't want it too big. I just want it right here. I thought about yes, but you know, I thought that for 2021 and it was a shit show. So I don't really know if I'm ready to celebrate 2022's arrival. I'm not sure yet. Live simply. That sticker looks like it's ripped. All right, let's get through. Let's go to the quotes. Those are more in the front of this big book. All right. I don't really want me a gold digger. I want something a little more on the tall side, skinny side, and I would prefer black to pull in the black up here. I know that there's also gold, but I feel like the black makes more sense. I thought about Cheers because it is pretty big. I just don't think I liked it. But first Champagne. Oh, I wish that would fit. That could be cute. Let me pull this Cheers off just to see. I don't think it's what I want. It's not bad, but it's just not quite. I don't know. It's a contender. We'll just say it's a contender and move on. All right, nothing there. Be the good they can't. Oh, be so good they can't ignore you. I don't think I want that one. I don't know. And these come from all different books, so sorry I can't really point out. So here's more like I'll be there in a Prosecco, more Cheers, Wine and Friends. I was told there'd be wine, you know, things like that. But those are rose gold and silver, so I really wanted black, which this one just may win by default. I'm trying to use these up first, so I'm not going through, you know, all my books right now. Success is not for the lazy. That one's a little bit scrolly and fancy. See, but it's a little too big for my taste. So here's this sticker. It would go over the stem a little bit. Does not bother me that it would go over the stem, but it doesn't look right to me. It just doesn't quite fit the way I guess I want it to. Okay. I'm thinking Cheers just might be it. I have dreams. Oh, the best is yet to be. That could be a good one since it is the first. I didn't see that one. I almost didn't see it this time either. I was getting, oh shoot, and then I ripped it. Good Lord. This is why I don't like these. I love this ability to just kind of go in and get whatever I want, whenever I want. I do not like all my stickers in one place is what I like. I don't like that it rips so flipping easily. All right, so we have the best is yet to be now. I ripped it on the bottom. So I think it's gonna go right about here. And then I'm gonna need my fancy dancy Cricut scraper. I wonder if Cricut knew when they gave out their stuff that it would be used by people in the planner community. So my 2 is pretty jacked up. But I think what I might do is stick a confetti or something like right over that. Okay, so the best is yet to be. Okay, now I need my, stay with me. I need my, all right, this might take a minute, so I will be right back. All right, I needed to grab this Happy Holidays because it has these confettis, which are a little too colorful. If I added some other colors in there, I'd probably use them. But then it also has the New Year's page with the New Year's confettis. There's a Cheers there's too. Oh, out with the old, in with the new. That could have been a good one. Oh well, beyond that at this point. All right, so let me get rid of this book for now. Don't want to lose my stickers there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just grab some of these little, I don't know if I want that much though. Yeah, that's an awful lot. Like those could go on my monthly page because it's gonna have the same concept. So what I'm gonna do is grab just a couple of these little confetti clusters, and even the individual ones would be great on this because it's literally this section that's being decorated. So I want the bigger ones for my monthly or my weekly for January, not for, you know, this. I'm gonna go ahead and keep grabbing some of these to just sprinkle. I also need to label. I'm gonna label it January instead of December. These are a little different. There we go. Let's go up here on that. We'll put maybe some singles there. I don't know. Okay. All right, so maybe one there and one right there. I like that. Okay, I did say I was gonna stick one down here. Let me just get a single and stick it like right there where that rip was very obvious. Okay, so there is the left side. Okay, put that over. Okay, so this whole thing is pretty good now until I start adding in meals. And then when I add in meals, what I do is I just decorate each day, each meal to go kind of with what I ate. So the pop, it'll be a little drink sticker. This was chicken noodle soup, obviously lots of carrots. So I just kind of add some sort of a little foodie sticker to kind of fill it in. Again, always in pencil. I haven't even erased this because I figured, screw it, it's just gonna go in my other planner. Anyway, all right, but let's go ahead and work on that second page, the other side. And what I'm going to do is, I worked on the other side earlier, so I wouldn't have to wait so long, but I'm looking at it real quick and I realized I have the wrong colored label up here. That's why I knew I didn't want cheers for a reason too, but it was buried. Okay, so here's the other side and she is done. So what I did down here was, I have to get rid of this next. What I did down here was I put this sticker I found, and this is an older sticker. And again, some more of the confetti pieces to tie it in over here. But this sticker I loved. It says, if you push through that feeling of being scared, that feeling of taking risk, really amazing things can happen. For Maya Angelou. So, I thought it said Maya Angelou. I can't read. Clearly can't read because this is Marissa Ann Mayer. So I took that sticker, put it on some black paper, cut the black paper to fit this box because this box has notes for the week ahead here, and it's got all the, I hate that. I just want something positive here. So that's where that goes. All right, so then I'm going to take my snack sticker. That's the same color as the, I might have used them all. Yep. Oh, no, it's down here. It's a different spot. There's my dogs. I have 3. 3 dogs. I have a Dalmatian, I have a Basenji, and I have a Pit. Little Pit mix. She's the best dog I think I will ever own. She's such a lazy girl, but I still love her to pieces. All right, so there is my first meal planner spread. Now I gotta push all the other stuff that I've got out of the way so I can get to my planner. All right, let's go ahead and plop her in. And that again is why I said it didn't matter. Like on this side, if you see it's 24, 25, 26, and it goes to 6, doesn't matter the dates because I do not use the top. And the best part is I bought so many of these planners at the beginning of the school year because they were on sale for like $2. And I bought every one I feel like Michael's had at the time, not knowing what I wanted to do with them, but knowing I planned to use them for some reason, even if it was going to be work, and I turned them for subjects going in this direction instead of just the 5 days. But here is the spread. I hope that you like it. I hope you had fun with me. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share the video. I am just starting out on this planner YouTube journey, so I really hope that you will come back and spend some time with me as we do some other planner spreads. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful New Year's. Bye.